Hey, what's up, guys? So I want to take a few minutes to make a video for you guys. There's been something that's been driving me nuts for 5 or 6 years, and I see all the time people are talking about how you can make $1 million by investing $500. At the very beginning, when I first started stock trading, it was in small caps, and then it moved to options, and now crypto, and all this BS, and how you can quit your 9 to 5 job and start trading full time. And I feel like it is the worst advice ever. And for somebody that's young and doesn't have a lot of money and, you know, doesn't necessarily like their life that much, it's a really, really, really good hook. And it's absolute bullshit because I did that. And I didn't make it with $500, but eventually throughout my course of my career, I started making money. After a while, it really doesn't take that long to start making a little bit of money. And at the very beginning, I started off wanting to make $150 a day. And I got there really fast. And then it just kept growing and growing and growing and growing. The whole idea was to quit my 9 to 5 job. And I finally got to that point after I was making more money from stocks than I was in my full-time job. I was like, oh man, it's time. I just bought a house. I was getting ready to move down to Florida. I was like, well, what better time to do this? And so I did it. And it sucked. It was absolutely horrible because I got down there. I was making a ton of money and it was going into just a slow period in the season and there was nothing going on. I remember for the first week or so that I moved down there, there was nothing at all. I was just like, dude, I have a mortgage I have to pay. I have all these bills that are adding up. What am I going to trade? I started stressing out. And long story short, like I had to go get a job eventually. And I remember when I first started getting the job, I was just like, man, why in the heck did I start believing all that stuff? And then like I kept on seeing it pop up all over the place. And I was just like, man, like I need to just get back to how things were before. I had a full-time job and I was able to trade stocks while I had my full-time job. Like, and I liked my job. Really, like I liked my whole company that I worked at. And like it really made me kind of think about things from a different point of view. And I was like, man, they're absolutely trying to sell people on just like leaving their job. And I was just like, why don't people just find happiness in a job that they can absolutely make a good side hustle on? And then it kind of made me go down this rabbit hole. I started thinking about kickboxing. I remember at the very beginning of my kickboxing career, my kickboxing coach was like, hey, there's going to be a really long career. Like, you're not going to get good. You're not going to go pro. You're not going to do all this stuff for a really long time. You're going to have to mold your entire life around kickboxing. And I was just like, oh, okay, well, so I need to find a job where I made enough money that I was able to prioritize kickboxing. And that's what I did. I call it luck, but like really he helped me. I clicked with the right people and I was able to build this really good life out. And I was able to do my kickboxing career. I really feel like that's kind of the blueprint on how to have a better life. It's not to quit your 9 to 5 job that you absolutely hate. If you hate your job, it's simple. Quit it. Go find something else. Or you not quit it. That's not the best advice. It You have a job, so now go looking for a job that might actually make you happy, something that you can actually enjoy. And if stock trading is something that like interests you, awesome. You can do that on the side. Or, real estate or build up your own business. Because every single book that I've ever read that talks about having a lot of money or building any wealth, they all only talk about three things that you can make a lot of money from. It's real estate, stocks, building up your own business. It is not going in and clocking in at a 9 to 5 job. There's nothing wrong with that, but like if you're watching this video and you've made this far in, I would imagine that you're one of those people that's like, maybe there's another way of doing this. And there absolutely is. But I feel like what all these salespeople are doing to get you into these communities is a bunch of BS. And for real, I feel like the best way to do it is find a job that provides you a good life. and allows you to have a life balance that you can pursue side hobbies with. Like, I'm not saying that you can't trade stocks full time one day. You absolutely can. I have friends that do it and they can manage it, but it's going to take a long time because you need to make sure that you have a nest egg of, X amount of money and all that kind of stuff. But I can go into a deeper dive on that later. But this whole thing was about trying to tell you guys that if you see a bunch of ads saying that they can turn your $500 into $1 million, it's a bunch of BS. And all they're going to do is rob you. And if you are interested in something like this, where, like I said, trading stocks or real estate or building up your own business, I'm creating a free community. And even if you're not interested in that, but you feel like you can add value to people that, maybe you're into real estate or you build up your own business and you want to join a kick-ass community, then click the link below and join my free community. And hopefully I can help you figure out at least a little bit where you can start making money with stocks and start adding a little bit of side hustle or a little nest egg of money that you can go travel around or do whatever. I feel like everyone's trying to pitch this idea that it's all or nothing. It doesn't have to be like that. Find a job that you like, that you enjoy, and build a good life. And have a side hobby or a side hustle, or it can grow up into a business. Like, really, like, you can absolutely do this, but I feel like so many people underestimate how much time it actually takes to do this. Like I said, I've been doing this for 5 or 6 years. I make good money trading stocks, but after my first experience of trading, like, or living off of just my trading income, I don't know. Like, I don't feel like that's the right route. And I feel like a lot of people are probably going to resonate with what I'm saying right now. So hopefully you guys found some, I don't know, some wisdom in this. And you guys want to click the link below, join my free community, and I'll see you in the community.